Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So really quick, if you have not watched the video on how I actually constructed this unit, please go ahead and pause here and stop the video and click the link in the description below. I have added the video. If you have watched it, go ahead and, enjoy the video, and I'm going to go through how I laid and slayed and melted down this unit. So for the melt of my unit, I'm actually going to use Bold Hold Active Cream. I chose Active because I plan to go out to Atlanta that week that I was making the video. Actually, I was leaving directly after I made the video. And it gets hot out there, and I just wanted to make sure that my wig's going to last me throughout the weekend. To get the best results for a natural looking part, you want to use a nude cap, and you want to make sure you put some makeup on that actually matches your skin tone the best. So I know you see those 2 dots above my eyebrows. I was not doing my makeup. That's actually measurement for me. This tells me where exactly I need to place the Bold Hold Active Cream so that I know exactly where I'm going to put my lace and I don't have to worry about it being in an unwanted area. So once you've placed your lace where you want it to be, take your comb from the bottom of the lace and just comb back. Your next step is going to be cutting off the excess lace. Now, most people like to cut the lace before they place the unit or the frontal or the closure. My actual preference is to cut it after I've placed it on my head, only because I have a pretty tricky hairline. And I want to see exactly where it's going to lay and if I need to cut off more, as I'm laying or applying my unit. So important that you take your time when you're cutting the lace. You do not want to rip that lace. You do not want to tear that lace. You don't want to put a hole in your lace because it's like, well, dang, what am I going to do? I don't know what you're going to do. So just take your time when you're cutting the lace, and I promise it's going to work out in the end. So right now I'm just basically going through and pushing my lace up so that I can get that part that's lifted and go ahead and add some Bold Hold cream to that. Now I have some glue that did not dry all the way and it kind of rolled up. So you want to take some tweezers and carefully get that glue out. You don't want to pluck out your edges, and you do not want to pluck the lace and create a hole. So just take your time. You can always go back and clean something up if you made a mistake. That's the beauty with wigs and units. You can always try again, but you can't get your edges back. I mean, it's going to take a while. In this step, I'm going through and I'm adding some more of the Bold Hold Active Cream so that I can lay the front of that lace down. And I'm using the end of my comb so that I can flatten it out. And you want to let that dry clear just as you did in the beginning before you lay that lace down. So you'll notice in this clip, I started to put the Bold Hold Active back onto my forehead. Then I was like, nah, I wanted to be a cleaner application. So I took the Bold Hold and I just covered it and layered it on the tip of the comb. You'll see in the clip coming up exactly how I did it. In this clip, I'm taking the end of my comb and I'm laying down the lace onto my forehead. Now, before you do this, if you did take your Bold Hold and put it on the tip of the comb, just clean it off with some alcohol and a cotton swab. It'll do just fine. And make sure you go through and you're pulling down, trying to keep the hair away from the lace as you're laying down the lace onto your forehead so that you can have a nice clean meltdown. So I'm trimming off the excess lace. Again, you can use scissors or a razor. I do prefer the razor because it gives it a more natural jagged look. We're gonna do baby hair for this look. So you want to take your comb and make a straight part going across a thin layer of hair. That's the hair that you're basically going to cut, and that's the hair that you're going to mold and swoop and lay for that, you know, baby hair slay. Just the same as when I cut my lace, I like to go in sections. So I trim off and I cut all the baby hair that I want on one side, make sure that it's at the length that I want, and then I move on to the next side. You want to create beautiful, lovely, delicious, gorgeous edges. Just remember to brush and swoop. Take your edge brush or your comb and just brush with the brush and swoop with your finger. Just two things, brush and swoop. It's never going to fail you.
Something, and I want to stand up straight. Yeah. Well, then why was the body in a suitcase, huh?
You follow me? I was taking my fake wife to get repaired because your head fell off when she hit the fire escape on the way down. That's a black market sex doll hospital.
Like an American Girl doll hospital.
Exactly.
Okay, then what were you doing? Jerking off at Daddy's back? Yeah.
Something off.
I'm going through and I'm cleaning up the edges for the look. If it's already had, you know, dried out, just take some more got to be glue, spray it on your finger, and go ahead and just reconstruct that baby hair that you're working on to your liking. It's super important to cut off the tabs of your lace closure. The tabs are basically that folded over lace at the very end of your closure. So you want to make sure you go through and cut that off. And that's it, guys. That's the final look. Thank you so much for tuning into my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Also, turn on your post notifications so that you'll be the first to watch my videos when they drop. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.